Hello everyone. This session is about a very important selection construct of Python programming, if else, and we are going to see all its variation. We can use if without else, or we can have further more conditions into else part. So we will see it through sample codings. For example, this is a simple program which is inputting a value from the console and also checking whether it is 0. If it is a 0, it prints a message, but if it is not 0, it does nothing. So because there is no else part into it. Just a reminder, why are we using this int function here? Because we know that input function returns a string value. So because we are going to use it as a number for comparison, we first need to convert it into int and save it into a variable n, right? So this is the statement to read a character from the console and convert it into int. Then we are checking if it is equal to 0. Notice the use of double equal to operator, which is a relational operator. A comparison operator, it returns a Boolean value, true or false. Please notice the syntax of if with this colon. These colons are also important to define the block, and also the indentation, which is very, very important not to forget that. This indentation only specifies that this print becomes the block of the part of the if block, right? So we have shown two sample runs here. When the value 45 is entered, which is not equal to 0, the condition is false here. So there is no statement supporting the false statement, so nothing gets printed. It is just as it is. And when we enter a value 0, the condition is true and the message is printed, you have entered a 0. Let's see another version of this, which also has an else part. So else is also ended with the colon, and if condition also ends with the colon part. So now both the cases are handled here. The use of else part, which handles the false condition, and the code gets executed when any number other than 0 is inputted. For example, 78 is inputted here and it prints you have entered a non-zero value. For 0, it prints the enter the 0. So there are two versions of it. Moving on. So now we have another if condition into the else part. So how do we write this? Please notice the spelling here. It is elif, right? It is one word. So after if condition, then elif with another condition and colon, and then else part, the final part. Please notice the proper indentations of the blocks. So first output sample run, enter number 0. Second, if it is not, it is greater than 0, 23, you entered a positive number. If it is not, it is a negative number, right? So all these three things are, these three sample outputs are taken care of. Please notice the use of colon after each condition and also after the else part. Proper indentation of 4 spaces is mandatory to define blocks of compound statements. We can have multiple statements in each of it. The indentation must be appropriate. Let's look at this example. There are many ifs. Each comparison is done with a new if. So now write an alternative code that saves a number of comparisons. So use if elif instead of all ifs. How does that save a number of comparison? Because as independent if statements, every if statement will be executed, which takes some time. Whereas when we use elif, the next elif only gets executed if the previous one is false. Right? So no further comparisons are done in case first one becomes true. Checkpoint question for you. You need to work on the two outputs of these two programs, which look similar but they are different in because one is having if and the other one is having if elif. So but the outputs will be different in both the cases. Calculate it and discuss the result with your peers.